What's up, people? This is DJ Legion with you, back again. Today is May 25th, 2017. It's 10 p.m. on the west coast of the United States. I'm going to talk about tomorrow. May 26, 2017 will be the 50th anniversary of this album right here, BEATLES Sgt. Pepper's. It's going to be a big deal. There's a new re-release that's coming out tomorrow. It's going to have, there's 3 versions. It's going to be a 2 LP set, a 2 CD set, and a 6 CD box set. So once again, Capitol Records and the Beatles are going to milk their catalog for some more cash from all of us. But anyway, yeah, it's kind of a big deal, the 50th anniversary. Lots of people consider this to be the best album ever made, or at least the best Beatles album, or their favorite Beatles album, or whatever. This is a landmark record because it pushed the art form forward. This album pushed the art form forward. It's very significant in terms of what can be done in the studio and what can be accomplished. It's a brilliant record from start to finish. A brilliant album. There's not a weak link on it. Every track. I think this pressing here that I have is Plum Label Capitol. Plum Label Capitol. That's a 78, maybe 1978. Does have the inserts, which is cool. So there'll be a 2-disc of this coming out tomorrow with, I assume, will be work in progress, demo kind of outtakes, early takes, things like that. So I don't know much about it yet because it's not released yet. And a 2-disc CD. This is the 2009 stereo remastered CDs that came out. And this is pretty cool. It has a booklet. And it has quite a bit of information in here. You can see lots of pages that I'm flipping through here. Lots of pages. This is 2009. These are easy to get. I assume the 2-disc set that they're going to release tomorrow will be similar. And so, anyway. So I know the discs themselves look almost. I've seen a photo on Rolling Stone, and this is going to be the design. So anyway, yeah, tomorrow the 50th anniversary of Sgt. Pepper's. What I really want to get on here and talk to you guys about is, I don't know anybody who doesn't love this album, and it's held in very high regard for a lot of people. And a lot of folks are going to go out tomorrow and spend their money and get that new remastered album and get that 6 CD box set. But I want to say this. If you really want to understand this album, really want to get into the nooks and crannies of this thing, after you get that reissue with all those demos and outtakes and all that stuff on it, get on Amazon.com, get on eBay, and track yourself down a copy of this book. It's called With a Little Help from My Friends, The Making of Sgt. Pepper's, and it was written by George Martin, who produced the album. This book came out in 1994 on Little Brown, what's the name of the publisher? Little Brown Books. This thing is going to give you a level of understanding and appreciation and respect for Sgt. Pepper's that no matter how much of a fan you think you are now, this is going to take you to the next level on your knowledge and appreciation and love for this album. This book was $22.99 when it came out, but I only paid $2.99, got it at a used bookstore. It's 160 pages, 165 pages. This thing is going to take your knowledge of that album, of Sgt. Pepper's, and appreciation of it to a whole nother level. They literally go track by track in this book and explain in great detail how the album was made, how the song was made, what they were doing in the studio to get the tones and the effects that they got, the songwriting process, how the songs came together and were assembled, and Paul McCartney's songwriting process and John Lennon's songwriting process. All of that is covered in great detail in this book. So that's really what I wanted to get on here and talk about, was just, I mean, I know everyone loves this record to no end. And it's everybody, you know, oh, it's such a great album, it's the best album ever made, or it's the best Beatles album, and blah, 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 and I can't wait to get the reissue. Get this book. You know, track down a copy of this book, because this book is going to take you to the next level when it comes to loving and appreciating and understanding the Sgt. Pepper's album. It's if you're a fan of the Beatles, or a fan of music, or a musician, or producer, you know, if you're involved in music in any creative fashion, you want this book, because it has just a wealth of knowledge about how one of the greatest albums of all time was put together. So, with a little help from my friends, 1994 George Martin, check it out. There's the back. Yeah, there's the spine. Yeah, you know, you guys, I know there's a lot of people that just love this record. So, you know, do yourselves a favor. I know a lot of people are going to spend a lot of money tomorrow on that reissue, on that remastered, you know, 6-disc set. That's great. But, you know, really take your fandom, I guess, you know, your level of appreciation to that album to a whole nother level, and get yourself a copy of this book. As far as this remasters go, I mean, I have 2 copies of the album already here, you know, so it's on my list, but not on my short list, meaning I'm not going to rush out and buy it tomorrow or next week, or probably not even next month. But, you know, at some point I'll probably get the 2-disc, the 2-disc vinyl edition. That'd be cool to have a real clean copy, a remastered of Sgt. Pepper's, and to hear the demos, you know, to hear the early takes, the works in progress. That would be cool. I could appreciate that, but I'm not gonna, like, you know, okay, I must take off work to be in line at 9 a.m. to buy this thing. But some people are. And to those people, that's great, but when you get home, get on Amazon, get on eBay, track down a copy of this book. Alright, my friends, that's it and that's all for this video. It was short and sweet. Hope you enjoyed it. Got a 3-day weekend coming up. I'll be able to get some videos filmed. So that's going to be a great. I've still got a couple videos I want to do. So anyway, Beatles Sgt. Pepper 50th anniversary is tomorrow. I hope everybody has a great weekend, and I'll see you all soon. Until then, you know what to do. Turn up the music and turn down the drama.